Hello everybody and welcome to another Makina Moto feature. Ito po yung Suzuki Access 125. Ang Suzuki, hindi po sila stranger sa pag-release ng mga classic-looking bikes. What we have right now is a Neo Retro Classic Scooter. Before we call it platform ng Bergman, I would rather call it yung platform ng 125 series ng Suzuki, right? Hindi pagmimay-ari ng Bergman ito. There are many differences, right? So let's just talk about the glaring differences first. Una-una, yung engine. Dito sa picture na ito, you can see na yung mga yellow na highlight, yan po yung pinalitan nila from the Bergman. So, hindi siya basta pinulot sa Bergman tapos sinalpak dito sa Access 125. No, that's not the case at all. Another change that they did was the chassis. So, doon sa 125 series nila, yung difference with the Bergman is there's more reinforcement kung saan nagmi-meet yung dulo ng engine tsaka yung frame. So they had to reinforce that, they had to accommodate the new design ng engine, and yung result niya, because there's more reinforcement, mas rigid siya, mas stiff. Okay, this is a Neo Classic Retro Scoot, pero yung pakiramdam ko mas sporty pa to kaysa dun sa Bergman. Ang laking bagay kasi when your chassis and your frame is more rigid, mas iba yung dating mo sa kanto, you have less vibrations, it's just more refined, mas solido yung pakiramdam. Maraming pwedeng gawin na bikes from that platform, and may kanya-kanya mga differences siya. So it's not really galing Bergman naging ganito. Hindi. Ang Bergman at yung Access 125 ay galing doon sa platform ng 125 ng Suzuki. So what do we have here? We have a 4-stroke single-cylinder, single overhead cam, 2-valve engine. Ang max power po nito ay 6.2 kilowatts or 8.3 horsepower thereabouts. Yung max torque po natin ay nasa 10.2 Newton meters. Engine displacement is at 124cc. Fuel injected po tayo, of course. Cooling system natin is air-cooled. We have both electric and kick for the starting, and yung transmission po natin ay CVT.
Patay's hindi ang kwento, relasyon wala palang gulang, naiinip kumalas, nagmamadaling lumabas, sasamahan kita, sasamahan kita, tamang kwentuhan lang na may halong sabik at pag-asa. Oras natin ngayon, huwag mo nang isipin, mawawala tayo sa dilim. So saan ka ba? Kalimutan mo siya. Andito na tayo, sulitin ang isa't isa. So saan ka ba?
As you can see, using both brakes, stopping from 60 kph, meron tayong konting sliding, so be careful at those speeds. With my testing here, anything below 60 kph, pag pipigayin ko yung dalawang brakes, okay naman siya. Anything beyond 60 kph, I can feel nagte-trail na siya. Unang nagsislide yung likod. But by the time anything gets really worse, nagsa-stop ka naman. I'm just saying, be careful kasi yun nga, wala kang ABS. Alright, in front of me right now is the all-new Access 125. With Suzuki Eco Performance. So ang isa pa na bago dito sa makina na to, yung starter clutch system natin, mas tahimik compared dun sa Bergman. I'm not gonna dwell too much on the fit and finish. In fact, I have never seen any Suzuki that has gone through the Makina garage na meron tayong issue, cosmetics, finishing-wise, you know, wala talaga. So I'm not gonna dwell on that too much. In fact, I'm gonna be talking about the differences more with what we have with the TFT Ride Connect version versus what we have here, and yan yung ating standard. Yung ating TFT display, obviously TFT display, this is all analog. So may appeal din yung analog because yung analog is, you know, when you're looking at a classic Neo Retro Scoot, may appeal din talaga ang analog gauge, which I completely like. Now, in terms of colorways, I wish they would just add more colors sa Ride Connect variant. Bakit? Kasi sa kultura ng mga classic scoots, syempre uso yung individuality, yung market na yan, mahilig mag-custom at kung ano-ano. Maganda meron tayong options na maraming kulay. Yung standard natin, meron tayong mga options right away. So, ang maganda rin dito, if you look at the panels, kumbaga one size fit all naman sila. You can actually interchange it kung medyo creative ka, di ba? Gusto mong pagpalit yung side dito, lipat mo doon, then you're gonna have a two-tone bike all of a sudden. Yun nga lang, antay-antay tayo kung meron ng aftermarket na mga panels for Suzuki. Another plus that they did that I appreciate is that yung ating tapolodo ay bakal. That's also great. This part is also metal. This one, plastic na. Ang ating exhaust shield, naka-chrome top lang po siya pero stainless steel po siya underneath. In terms of our stepboard and with the Suzuki bikes, sa laki kong ito, wala naman tayong problema. We have a lot of space here. As you can see, yung ating paa, okay din. Medyo malaki-laki yung ating gulay board. So another thing, industry-wise, kung saan lamang ang access with the competition is the seat. Now, this is huge. Hindi ko dala ang aking tsinelas, pero dala ko ang aking botas. Tayo ay magbobotas. Check. Size 11 po. And you can see. And for our seat, look how massive. Ito yung aking botas. Yung gaano kalaki yan. Pati yung crosswise natin, oh. Oh, ang laki, di ba? Laki. Boom. So another difference that we have with the standard and with the TFT Ride Connect version is yung upholstery ng ating upuan. Pag clinose na po yung tingin, mukha talaga siyang balat ng hayop. Right? But obviously it's not. But you know, itong texture na to, that's very premium. This is one of the best upholsteries that I have seen in recent years sa gantong presyo. I mean, if we compare it with the camel or tan ones, iba eh. If you look at the balat factor type niya dito, hindi siya kasing lalim ng kung ano meron tayo doon sa Ride Connect version. Yeah, ayan o. Iba yung gaspang eh. Iba yung lalim ng ridges niya. It's just better. Doom Suzuki, that wonderful S. So to navigate through the TFT display, meron tayong dalawang buttons dito. Weather sealed siya, syempre. You can see your trip 1, your fuel consumption, your temperature. This is how you connect with your phone. So magpe-pairing po tayo. Yan ang maganda dito sa price point natin. We have connectivity with our gadgets, which is very, very important in this day and age. Meron tayong turn-by-turn navigation. Basically, gonna mirror what you see here, lalabas siya sa phone mo, di ba? Lalo na pag yung phone mo, meron ka din connectivity with a hands-free set na nakakonect sa helmet mo. It's relatively safer. Quality of our switches are all okay naman. Busina. And let's take a listen. Ang tires natin, Maxxis na agad. We have disc brakes in front. Suspension is pretty stiff on, I would say, mid to sporty. And for our seat, this is what you get. Ganto naman ang helmet na to. Oh, ganto. Oh my God. Anyway, we have a full face helmet. We're gonna see kung siya ay kakasya. Kung pipilitin po natin, kakasya siya. Kung pilit. So itong helmet na ito, pag bumili kayo ng Access, kasama po siya. And it looks really, really nice. This will obviously fit, no problem. And our gas tank can be accessed, of course, to the key. There you go. Very convenient. You don't have to raise your seat para ikaw ay magpagas. Nandito lang po siya sa likod. Quite the quality for the gas cap. Oh, the quality, oh. So, daytime running light. So for safety, nakaandar lang siya pag ikaw ay umaandar even if it's a daytime. LED ang headlight natin. Our signal turn lights will be on the regular side, as you can see. And for our brakes, LED as well. Incidentally, meron din siyang hazard switch. Now, if there was something that I would change on the offset, although maganda yung style ito, it reminds me of some 80s na tails. Mataas yung ating grab bar dito. Pero maganda rin kasi kung medyo tapered siya. Hanggang dito lang. Kachak! Tapos ang ating side view mirror naman. Eto, I will compliment this. This is really, really good quality. And I must say, sa lahat ng nasubukan natin na side view mirror na inilabas ng Suzuki, eto na ang pinaka-prime na pinaka-tuwang-tuwa ko. It's nice and round and classic looking. Mataba ang stem, beefy. Pag nag-ride ka, hindi siya nagbabibrate na parang naduduling ka when you're looking at it, when you're riding. Very pristine yung ating image, very solid, very sturdy. Good job on the mirrors too. Okay, so right now let's talk about the rear wheels. I've seen the comments, so parang circa nung una labas yung Bergman, daming umaga dahil dun sa liit ng gulong sa likod ng Bergman, and looks like ganun na naman nangyayari now. My stance with that, again, para sa akin, okay lang siya. Kaya nga tayo bumibili ng Suzuki di ba? There's a lot of trust that goes along with that brand name. Pag naglagay si Suzuki ng ganyan, hindi naman tayo ilalagay sa peligro, right? And ang maganda rin sa Suzuki, hindi basta, meron kaming team ng engineers, what we say is done, no argument anymore. Tapos ang usapan. Hindi rin ganun. Nakikinig din ng Suzuki kasi if you look at the Bergman, di ba naglalabas din sila ng variant na mas malaki yung gulong sa likod. So that's what I like about brands like these kasi they also weigh in kung ano yung pakiramdam or ano yung gusto rin ng rider. Kasi at the end of the day, tayo rin yung customer, di ba? Bilang customer, ba't naman tayo bibili ng isang bagay kung hindi tayo masaya dun sa bagay na yun? It's good to also listen to brand, and it's also good that the brand is listening to the customer. So regarding the tires doon sa likod, ang kagandahan sa mas maliit na rear wheel is yung acceleration mo. Siyempre, mas mismo kasi mas hindi hirap yung makina Mas maganda rin yung fuel consumption mo. You're gonna be more agile, mas maliksi ka sa syudad, which is where you're gonna primarily use this scoot as I can imagine. Ang trade-off naman yan, pag mas malaki yung wheels mo sa likod, mas stable ka at higher speeds, definitely. Bigger wheels will just give a more stable handling experience, right? Bigger wheels also, mas hirap yung makina ng konti, so medyo mas masasacrifice yung fuel consumption. Kasi as it is right now, sa buong 125 segment, as of this video, ang Suzuki Access 125 ang pinakatipid sa kanilang lahat, as tested by an independent company that does this. Yun yung mga trade-off niya. So I don't know, we'll wait and see tayo for those who are aesthetically bothered by this rear wheel. Gaya ng Bergman, baka maglabas din sila ng mas malaking gulong sa likod in the future. All in all, if we're talking about reliability, durability, and quality, wala naman tayong masasabi sa Suzuki. I mean, kasi they've just been doing this for so long, and may reputasyon na yung brand. That said though, again, as we always say, walang perpektong motor. What I would like to see in future variants is the incorporation of ABS. Oo, tataas po yung presyo niyan, pero meron man mga riders that are willing to pay more when they're more educated with safety, na yung talagang buhay ang katapat nila when we're talking about brakes. And then there's some na medyo rock and roll na wala kang pakialam dyan sa ABS. Ganito lang naman ang mamamanay ako. Di naman ako ganyan. And then okay na ako sa ganyan. So, ang sa akin lang, maybe options would be good. It would be good na meron tayong offering for that. So, with regards to the flagship, yung ating Ride Connect line, I wish na mas marami pang colors in this series. Sana yung mga colors ito would be exclusive to the Ride Connect variant. Apart from that, between the two, medyo torn ako sa dalawa. Kasi yung isa, ang trip ko dun sa isang pagka-retro scoot ng standard version is yung analog display. Kasi I really like it. Meron pa rin place sa puso ko for analog. I'm kind of on the fence with it. Kasi yung price difference, napakalapit nila sa isa't isa. So, siguro kung sulit factor ang pag-uusapan, talagang sulit lang pag-uusapan natin dito, doon ako sa Ride Connect. So I hope you enjoyed that little episode. Congratulations to Suzuki with yet another great release. Yan po ay yung Suzuki Access 125. Sir Sak po for Makina Moto Features. Ciao!
Mawawala tayo sa dilim.